Some really shitty guitar work by yours truly. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what the hell was going on, but both of my phones were doing different things, and it was irritating for all of us. So we shall prevail. We shall defend our islands, whatever the cost may be. Oh, my camera's coming on now. All right. All right. We should be good now.
Hello.
I think it's a problem on your end. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's you, Bill, not me. Okay. Can you hear me? Bill? I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's gotta be me. I'll just let you talk and I'll mute. I'll try to figure it out.
Well, I kind of wanted to be a back and forth, but I can hear you now. It was just a little delayed. It's probably this cheap phone I have to use right now. But so I just want to discuss something because FM, I know you're watching. I heard what you said on Nunez about popping up in to someone's home in upstate New York and then going to Indiana. And I really wish this all would just stop before someone takes something too far. It's ridiculous. And this has been going on, guys, for about a year now of this stuff. And I'm speaking for a dear friend of mine. FM is just texting her saying he's going to pull up at her and her husband's house. And these are threats that have been made over and over and over, among a lot of other things. And it's part of the abuse that I've had enough of in this community with men abusing women in this community. I don't care if you're a catcher. I don't care if you're a police officer, whoever. Just stop. You're not going to get away with it. And you know what allows these abusive people to continue is silence. They scare you into silence. And we're all guilty of it, not speaking up when things are happening. So
that's
it's just
exactly right.
Nice message like I sent you the screenshots. Enough is enough. Move on. Move on. And you're not going to anyone's house, FM.
No.
You're certainly not going to go to Megan's house. Leave her alone and move on with your life and quit texting her. She already sent you a cease and desist, notarized. The police have been informed, as well as all the DAs we worked with. Leave her alone. That's all I have to say. As Mama Bear, for someone that I love dearly, Megan is a wonderful person. You know, none of us women, and men included, they've picked on men through their women. Nobody deserves any of this stuff that they're doing. It's ridiculous, and I've had enough of it. Everybody has. Bill, you know.
Yes, I do.
It's been a whole year. You've seen everything. It's been a whole year of this stuff. Sorry, my voice is shaking.
You're all right.
But I'm not putting up with abuse from men anymore and trying to make people afraid of other people and scared to go to sleep at night. You know, he told me out on a live, I know where you live. Don't you know what happens with the Gambino family? You're going to miss a leg or get hit in the head with something. He told the same thing to Locksmith about the Gambino family. The John Gambino gets shot in the head. He's delusional. He thinks he's a mobster on the YouTube streets, along with this good guy, asking for his blessing to send out my nudes. It's ridiculous. It's sick. These fucking people are sick. Like I said, FM, people already know. Del Caviano already knows. Stephanie already knows, so stop. Nobody wants to get you in trouble, but you need to stop. You're not terrorizing anybody anymore. That's all I have to say. And please don't show you see this, what he sent her.
Yeah.
So.
And I've seen a lot.
So upset.
You're all right. Just act like we're talking on the phone.
Bill, this has been a year of it with her and me. I have times where he's called me 20 times in a row, screaming and yelling at me and all this stuff. Like you all people now see how he does to people. Yeah. Think about working with him, and he's gotten worse. And he's not going to anyone's house. He's not going to Megan's house. He's not. And he's not going to come to your house. What
he was
in
just
the world?
in Indiana. He ain't gonna pull up.
No, in Nunez tonight, he said he's going to go upstate to New York and pop in there. And how many times has he said that to her? Terrorizing her, calling her family, and him and Good Guy threatening to send nudes and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. It's disgusting and it's sickening. And he has a history of this way before he ever met Megan. I know of another decoy, very well known decoy, that wants nothing to do with him because he pushed himself on her and wouldn't take no for an answer. Her own words. And boy, does that have meaning now, because that's him. He doesn't let go. He does not take no for an answer. Ed will tell you one time he called Ed like at 7 o'clock in the morning, like 7 times straight in a row. He's psycho and he cycles through. He'll be really nice and then you could see it coming. He's cycling and then he gets psycho again. And he's in a psycho state right now. And being over there with Nunya and PHI and Bobby Joe and all the other wild loudmouths is only feeding. They feed off each other. And they're just getting worse and worse and worse. And meanwhile, people are getting hurt. But to them, it's funny. He says it's just trolling and he laughs about it. But in the same sentence, he says he's going to pull up at someone's house. I told you, Bill, for a while now, he mixes up reality with YouTube. I've had conversations with the police about this. They used to have to call him and the DAs while he's on lives and tell him to get off of the live. They know too. And I'm sorry. I feel I didn't want to do this way, but I'm not starting this thing all over with him. Just stop. So anyway, that's all I have to say. But Monday, I will be calling Del Calviano and Stephanie and the other DAs. I will let them know what you're doing. You need to stop, FM. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Blondie.
It's ridiculous.
Your courage.
You know what? If he thinks him or John Davis or any others abusive men think they're going to hurt me, listen, nobody can hurt me worse than I've already been hurted in my life. Nobody. So anyway, it's ridiculous. Everybody needs to tell if you're being abused by any of these men behind the scenes, you need to speak up and say something because they're not going to stop until you do. They just get away with it because they're catchers. I'll tell you what, I said it a year ago, I would never help another catcher ever in my life. And I was one of the biggest proponents, I was like gung-ho, let's take it to Washington, D.C. and let me have this training for all of you catchers and decoys and let me do this and let me do that. I would never help another one of them. Not one of them.
You're not the only one.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. They've abused good people. They've abused people that help them.
Yeah. And you aren't the only one.
Oh, I know that. Believe me, I know that. And I'm not the only one that the DAs have called about the child support either, because that happened prior to when I started working for him. with another woman that helped him. The same exact DA had to call her about the same issue. His child support was in arrears. And the Preds had a chance of, getting off because of it. Or they wouldn't take the cases or something like that. And the same thing happened to me 2 times, not once, twice. So I paid once. And then months later, he's in the same position. And I said, how much? And he told me, and I added up the weeks because he pays weekly. I'm like, you haven't made one payment. I bailed you out. You've not made an attempt to make one single payment since I handed you that big check. Are you kidding me? And we had like a ton of men going through the court system, right? That's all the defense needs, if any of them get a hold of it, or for the DAs to say, I'm not working with you anymore. So I bailed him out again, but it's all an agreement and a contract we signed, so we'll see if I get paid. But I'm saying there's a pattern to them. And you know what? They just kind of look at it this way. FM, you had a good run, right? Keep catching those Preds. Keep catching if you want to. Don't get mad because no one's giving you money. Don't get mad, okay? And you had a good run. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit by and let him abuse people that have poured their heart and soul into catching predators. Someone who was abused when she was 3 years old. She's not in it for anything but to help stop these men from doing it to other children. And it's a game to these YouTubers. It's a funny game. It's not. They don't deserve an ounce of what they've been given. It's to the point now where they feel entitled. I see some of them get jealous and mad because money doesn't go where they think it should go or isn't distributed the way they think it should be distributed. Are you kidding me?
I've had a few people lately tell me that they're going to stop supporting any of the ones that participate in this shit. Financially.
Oh, absolutely. The last time I supported was when Tommy went to New York City and FM didn't want to stay in the city, and I gave him $200 to go get a hotel somewhere, and he in New Jersey went and got a hotel somewhere, and they caught. That's the last time I've given a dime. That's the last time I've given a dime to anybody. I'll never give they will never get another dime from me. They'll never get another laptop. They'll never get another drive to store all of our catches on, okay, which never happened. They'll never get another printer or GoPro or phone. All I can look at it, Bill, is that I have to look at it this way, or I would feel like the biggest fool in the world. There are a lot of men that got caught, a lot of men that got charges and went through court, okay? And the AC trips, Texas, here, all the people in New York City, that's the way I look at it. Otherwise, I would sit and cry all day, like I'm the biggest fucking fool ever. But you know what? I did it out of the goodness of my heart, and that's on those men. That's on them. Because they did it to me, they'll do it to other people and have done it to other people.
Yo, when I sit there and say I know shit that I can't talk about because the people don't want to come forward, this is part of it.
Yeah. There's all kinds of people that don't want to come forward because look what happens. You get people threatening to come to your house. I've got things sent to my house. I've had people knock on my door that are suspicious, all kinds of shit. I've got threats by catchers saying, I know where you live, by more than one catcher. I know where you live. They call your family. They spread lies about you on YouTube. I will blast you, Blondie. I'll blast you and lie about you all over YouTube. And they've done it. I've got the biggest ones ever that have lied about me. Alex has lied about me. Jay has lied about me. Tommy, and now FM. Fuck all of them. I don't care. But when I see somebody getting abused the way Juniper was, the way Megan has been, fuck them. Fuck them. Sick of that. Ungrateful, entitled, scumbag people. There, I said it. Anyway, I'm hopping off.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this mic thing because the echo sucks.
Oh, I'm so sorry if I'm echoing.
I don't know if it's you or me, but I appreciate you coming up here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm very upset, very mad. You know, your scare tactics aren't working anymore. Go, you know what? Go look in the mirror and frighten yourself. Try to put some fear, God, into your own selves because you're not scaring anybody anymore.
I've been saying all along, he's a bitch.
All of them are. All of them that do this shit. Good guy or whatever freaking he calls himself. Steve Sickle, Vic, John Davis. All of them that pick on women. And then you've got what's really bad. You got women that are teaming up with these guys, helping them do it. Like, are you kidding me? You know, or women that know stuff that won't speak up.
Yeah.
When they're asked to. When they're asked to turn in evidence.
I'll be right back. I'm not going to leave you.
No, I'm done. I'm just sick of this whole community. It's just disgusting. Like I said, I just have to look at the Preds were caught. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I'm leaving. It's just disgusting. I mean, I'm leaving off of this panel. I'm not leaving because I'm going to keep watching. Because you know what? I'm old and I don't have a family and I don't have anything better to do to keep my eye on you sick motherfuckers. When I see something, I'm going to hop up on a panel and I'm going to blast you. How do you like that? I'm going to say, oh, look what so-and-so's doing. Look at this text I just got. Look what he just did. Look what he just said. They're harassing women again. There you go. All right, I'm hopping off, Bill.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted.
That's okay.
Damn echo.
All right, Bill. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Do we still have the echo? Sounds better to me. But yeah, y'all, when I sit up here and I say, hey, I know a lot of shit about a lot of people, but they're too scared to come forward, this is some of what I'm talking about. She is not the only one. Well, the two tonight, the one that was sending me the text messages, they are not the only ones that have had stalker-ish behavior from FM. Unfortunately, some of them are just too scared to come forward. So it's if I can't use what they've sent me, because he'll know where it came from. You know what I mean? There's really not a whole lot I can do about it. I know if it went live because he's too much of a bitch to come up here and talk to me face to face. But dude, he reminds me of he's a Chihuahua. He's about the same height. He just sits there and barks all day. And then when it comes time to do anything, I mean, he was in Indiana. Mr. I'm going to knock on your door. Nobody knocked on my door. He was supposed to message me when he got into Indiana because they're going to go to literally the wrong house because they doxed me wrong again. And I don't want them people to have to do anything with anything fucked up. So I'm just going to tell him where I'm at. He's already said he offered to take me out. So If he shows up, I will, and I'm not trying to be a tough guy. You know, I've been trained. I used to hunt humans for a living. Like, does he think I'm just going to stand there and let him do whatever? It ain't going to work out that way. It's not going to go how he thinks it is. There won't be any chest thumping. There won't be any conversation. There won't be any last minute, oh, let's work this out. No, fuck you, man. Fuck you. And again, that this is not, I've been hearing about this shit for years. I'm hoping that this will give the courage for some of the other ones to come up. I don't ever twist anybody's arm, but I hope. And there have been some, and it's not just FM that's pulling this shit. There have been some very strong supporters of the community, both moral support and financial, and they're fucking gone because of this shit. And I get so frustrated because, like, I know what's going on, and I can sit here and think, you motherfucker, but I can't say anything. And it took a lot of courage for Blondie to come up here. It took a lot of courage, even though I'm not going to name her. It took a lot of courage for the girl that just sent me the text that he just sent her today, threatening her. I mean, he knows where it came from. But yeah. And they all sit up there and make up shit about me. I mean, 90% of the shit they say about me is fucking made up. And, like, I have a lot more I could throw back at them, but just out of respect for other people, I can't. When I tell you all, these people up there calling everybody scumbags and calling people grimy, they have done or are still doing shit that is just as bad or worse. And I really have. I posted one, but I've gotten a few messages here lately of people that support catchers financially on the regular, and they're not going to give any more money to any of the catchers that are up on these fucking dragging panels or anything to do with the drama. So, congratulations, idiots! You fucked yourselves again. And then you got fucking nonsense Nanya over there. Oh, I want to protect the catchers. I want to protect the catchers. No, you're fucking things up for them. That's all you're doing. What do you mean, community breathalyzer? I'm not getting any more. Actually, I just got a huge donation, and I already posted the receipts up on the Dramagram. I was blown away. But I'm not. Other than that, I'm not getting any more or less money than I ever have, and I don't ask for it on the regular, and I don't lie about where it's going. All right, that's not entirely true. I have lied about, like, some of that cocaine money. Like, I'll put in the title, cocaine stream just to piss people off, and they still let it piss them off. Some of that money did go for cocaine and various other drugs. But I also donated some of it to good places. So yeah, if you want to think of me as a grifter because I told you outright that I wanted drug money, which I did buy some drugs, but I actually kind of gave some of it away. And big fucking donation that I've got. I actually felt kind of guilty about it because I don't feel like I earned it. Yeah, I kept $50 and I gave the other 450 to a good cause. So, and I'll post all those receipts too. Hey, Warbot, I can use some coke right now. It might go into my pocket, and it possibly could go to get some medicine for the kitties. That's just possibly, but it's more than likely going to go for cocaine. So yeah, community breathalyzer. Once again, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Holy shit, man. Thank you guys. I've gotten like 3 donations tonight. Fuck it, I'll put it out there. Oh shit. Dang it. Man, for a new phone, this thing is whack. There it is, y'all. It could also go to underprivileged sea monkeys. That's always a possibility. Oh, and I saw Baz the sea monkey in here. This isn't really. I forgot to answer you. I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah, this isn't really a safe place for anybody. But sea monkeys stand a better chance than anybody else. That's fucked up too, man. I was having a three having a 3-way with a couple of 3-way call with a couple of ladies, and they're like, "Yeah, you're the new safe place to go, and you're the only one with common sense and handles things with whatever." I'm like, that. Think about that. How fucked up is this community that I'm the safe one? I'm the level-headed one. You know what I mean? There's something very wrong about that. Damn, Warbot blessed me again. Holy shit, somebody else did too. Holy shit. Thank you all. I'm not sure who the other ones are, so I don't know if you want to shout out or not, but thank you so much, guys. Sorry, community breathalyzer. I mean, thank you, because and that was a comment that um, actually somebody else had made, but I said it publicly. The reason Tommy's mad at me is because now I get more donos than he does, which actually might be true. He's also really pissed that girls like me. You know you're a damned hot commodity when your enemies realize that, you know, I'm kind of a thing with the ladies. And as the great Dave Mustaine said, you know your worth when your enemies praise your architecture of aggression. I want that on my tombstone. All right. Does anybody else want to come up? Let me make a link for you. There you go. Anybody that wants to can come up right now. If you're gonna donate to Jeff Sobriety, help him out. Hey, that's actually, I don't know. if he chose to get help, not coerced into it, you got to choose it. But um, like if he legitimately needed help to get someplace to get sober, uh, as much as I can't stand Jeff, I would donate to it. You don't give a shit what someone else has hiding in their closet. You've seen the evidence firsthand. Tommy lies about his catches going to court. Will never ever support him ever. Absolutely, Josephine. You are not alone. Can I play the Power Rangers song? I don't have that ability, Miranda. I would love to do it for you, but I just don't have the ability. Why are you nervous, Dead Twist? Just relax. What could possibly go wrong here? OJ with the 1,000. Right on, man. FM would honest to God need it. Yeah, whenever he threatens to kick my ass, I always tell him to bring a stepladder. All right, yo. Any last questions, comments, criticisms, donos? I'm down for about anything now. He has knife char. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. FM does have knife charges because, but he wants to use the fist, right? See that? That's why when fuckers say, "Oh, we're just going to use our hands," I know that's bullshit. I'm not going to let you get close enough to stab me if I can help it. You can't always help it, but and something else is if it came down to knives, I promise you, I'm a better knife guy. I might be out of practice, but I still remember a thing or two. Holy shit. Are you serious? I think that, I don't know who you are, but that might have been a typo. If that's a typo, I got no problem giving it back to you. Marlboro still have a wrench in here? Yeah, I believe he does. He's over there in FM talking smack. All right. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Josephine, I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, I mean, I'm no doctor. I can't diagnose anybody, but these fuckers got some kind of personality disorder or some shit, and they've all clustered up together. And I don't know if they're just delusional and like they believe the shit that they're saying. I mean, FM can deny this stuff all he wants. I've been seeing things about him for a long time. Like I've seen a lot. I just haven't been at liberty to post it. So yeah, I don't know if they actually believe their shit. If there is such a thing as mass delusion, there is such a thing. Um, I don't know, man. Um, yeah, like I said, they can criticize me all they want. I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever names you want. I don't care. But these motherfuckers been lying about me a lot. Usually I shrug it off, but it's just getting irritating. I got people asking me shit like, did you really oh, how did they word that? It was somebody that I was, don't really know too well, but we're kind of friendly. We haven't talked very much, but she hit me up and she's like, did you really threaten to show somebody's nudes if they didn't whatever? And no, 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 I have never done that. Bill looks like the skull from Power Rangers. I kind of feel like it sometimes. Yes, PCI. If you want to donate to catchers, and if instead of donating to somebody doesn't mind throwing up PCI's, either their Cash App or um, I think they have a GoFundMe for their legal stuff or something. I don't know, they're in a big legal battle that they need money for. So if somebody has their information, go ahead and throw that up. If you're thinking about donating to catchers, donate to PCI because like they're in some trouble. Little micro PP. Yeah, Josephine. Unfortunately, I've seen it because he likes to send dick pics to everybody that doesn't want them. And y'all, if you're trying to prove to me that somebody's sending you dick pics, please don't send them to me. I'll take your word for it. Like I'm not pass them around as evidence. I don't want to see them. You guys have any idea how many of your fucking dicks I've seen? Not out, and these fuckers that pass around dick pics, it's like they don't really have a whole lot to be proud of. I mean, if mine was like that, I wouldn't fucking show nobody. Fuck, I'd be embarrassed to get a blowjob. Well, not really. It's been a while. Uh, I was actually finding a mouth on a jack o' lantern was kind of sexy today, but they start to get soft around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Of course you do. All right, I had to say something really perverted and disgusting to give them something to talk about. That I did say. Yeah, here's some advice from an old pro. Make sure the candle's out first. Do you know all Cash App money has to be turned into SS? I don't get SSI or SSD. I don't get anything. I should, but like I'm always convinced I'm not going to live another month, so it's like, what's the point? And then here I am, years later, and somehow still alive. So, did I ever get the crabs? Yeah, the crabs, man. You had to bring that up. I just shaved one side of the hair and set the other side on fire, and they all ran out. And I stabbed them with a toothpick. So we're good. What's going on, White Dove? How you doing? I think aren't you allowed to make a certain amount of money when you're on SSI or something like that? I think. Well, I don't know. I guess there's different kinds, but hell, I don't know. And if I remember right, if you make less than $600 a year, you don't have to pay taxes on it. But like just this week from Donozy, that one was really huge. But yeah, just this week maybe so I'm gonna have to file taxes. But I never got any stimulus money, so maybe that'll put me on the record and I'll get that. It's 1460 with SSD and 900 with SSI. All right, cool. Thank you. The only thing saving my ass is, hey, Shauna, what's up? Man, I got all the hot women in here tonight. That's awesome. Squirrel. I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I saying? um, I really did forget what I was saying. Two-faced Frogger just donated $5 to FM. Oh, I wouldn't say he's necessarily two-faced because he's always kind of been with that bunch. I mean, he's welcome to chat here, you know. Said something about going rogue in here. I don't think Frogger's modded, is he? I don't think Frogger's modded, or is he? And if he is, he won't be. No offense, dude, but uh, I have a hard enough time keeping Dead Twist in line. I don't need another one. Yeah, I didn't think Frogger was modded, so he can't go rogue here. Well, if he wants to show up, this will just be like when we compared our dicks, man. He'll show up his little dick, and then I'll walk up with my donation and roll it out. White Claw? What the fuck, White Claw? Well, grab me a screenshot then. We'll settle it. I've never seen White Claw abuse his wrench in here. That's the deal. Just don't abuse your wrench. All right, A-Cops. Go ahead and send them to me, and I'll check them out when I hang this up. Which I'm probably going to do pretty soon. You guys got to be tired of listening to me talk. I'm tired of listening to me talk. Sammy Joe. See, yeah, that don't surprise me any. Like, they already know all this shit, but they'll make excuses or say it's not real. Like, I've seen this shit. I've seen it. You're screaming at the dog and shaking your finger. You can do that to me, Joey. I won't complain. You could listen for hours. Well, I mean, I can sit up here and read a book or some shit, which actually I got a text earlier. A couple of people want me to read ghost stories. We can do that one of these days. Rich is only here to keep hosts from being distracted by chat or to promote the tip jar or channel. Well, my mods don't really promote the tip jar a whole lot. My mods are here mainly for doxing, or if somebody says something too egregious. What you said was hard, ugh, hard to not time out and ban in here earlier. A lot of comments you don't agree with. Oh, I saw a lot of comments I don't agree with. I'm just not into banning people for speaking their mind. Or making crude jokes. We'll get it sorted out. Danielle, your battery died. Well, I guess you gotta. I hate that when you just start getting close and you get interrupted. I hate that. Yeah, White Claw is modded in here because he kept getting banned, and I didn't want him banned. Like nine tenths of my mods, I've had like actual conversations with that I know who they are, but White Claw is one of the rare ones that I don't know who the hell he is. All right, send me the screenshots. We'll deal with it later. Watch time. I don't give a fuck about watch time. I had my 4,000 hours like in less than 2 months, so and I'm not monetized anyway, and I'm not gonna be. So watch hours don't really mean a whole lot to me. I was actually looking at the stats the other day, and like I was real surprised. I was blown away by like how many. Like I've got, oh man, well, I don't know, like 55 something thousand watch hours or something like that. I don't know, but and I've also deleted a lot of streams, so I would have had more, but and I had like right around a quarter of a million views, which surprised the fuck out of me. I don't know why any of you watches my shit, to be honest. I can give you wrench to 8 cups behind his her little breast. Yeah, well, I'll review everything and we'll go from there. White Claw, I am gonna have to dock you like 30% of your pay for tonight, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't always agree with what White Claw says, but like, I don't want him. I gave him a wrench because he was getting banned, and I don't want him banned. So that's the only reason he has one. Oh fuck! This is Saturday. God. Oh man. Oh man. I was supposed to. Oh man. I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Oh well. She hasn't texted me yet, so maybe she's running late too. At least I had a shower today. Kind of. Yeah, imagine I was being here on a Saturday night to begin with. We all suck. Yeah, my mods are all getting paid. Yeah, you all better start kissing my ass. Whether you want to keep your wrench or get a wrench, you better start kissing my ass. All right, I'm gonna need White Claw and A cops behind us to go see HR. Wait a minute, I am HR. We'll figure it out. Whoever sends me nudes first gets a wrench. I'm joking, people. Don't send me your fucking nudes. I mean, if you're female and you want to, I'm just saying. You got through. Dude, we got it stick, but we got a like a blizzard on Halloween. That's pretty early for us. Pat Con's pronouns are I'm Mitch Richmond. You know, I've thought that for a long time. I can't prove it yet. Wrench ethics by Jeff. Yeah, y'all. I don't. I don't want to have to take wrenches and modding all that seriously. I mean, I can't have anybody going rogue, and like there have been and still are uh, mods in here that are modded because I mean, there's more reasons, but modded mainly because like they know about some doxes that I know about, and if they happen to spot it, most people won't know it's a dox. Their whole job is to take that kind of shit out. Hello, Tito Nax, farmer official. You must be new in these parts. Yes, I have. Yeah, that's the other like 60% of my mods is they are all my alt accounts. Because I can type and be on panel at the same time. Yeah, Mitch tried to trick me into revealing. He thought he had me comfortable enough he could get some deep dark shit out of me, but I didn't take that bait. We did have a pleasant talk though, I will say. I know I would have had the same talk with anybody else that was just calm and respectful. But no, everybody's got to yell and scream, and I hate that shit. Yeah, everybody's gonna flip when they find out I've been dead twist this whole time. You wonder if Jeff will observe Veterans Day. Wow. Yeah, you guys, if you're gonna do some sketchy shit, at least wear a mask so that I can't identify you. Oh my god. Hang on a second. All right. I'm sorry about this, but apparently I have a text that needs my immediate attention. Holy shit. Oh, Danielle, I just seen your last text. Hell yeah, I'm down. Okay. Um, yeah, person that just texted me, I'll give you a call shortly after this. I'm getting ready to hang it up anyway because I really literally run out of I have said every word that I know, and I'm starting to recycle them. So then you pegged Richmond, Steven Spielberg's washing machine. Dude, Adderall, man, Adderall. Yeah, I didn't get around. I was gonna have a birthday stream for a little fucker. I don't know exactly what day it was, but or is. He was born in late October, early November, and I meant to have a birthday stream for him. I keep thinking I'm gonna do it, and then I wind up not going live when I think I am. So, but yeah, we'll have a birthday stream for little fucker, and I actually got him some bling. I got him a flea and tick collar, and put it on him, and it was gone the very next day. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I do have a suture kit. I'll probably just sew it to him. I do actually have sutures. I got 3/0 silk and ready to check out all kinds of sutures. So I could put somebody back together if I had to. Alex has a rumble catch. Awesome. If somebody can wants to throw up a link to that, I ain't gonna be mad if you leave here to go watch a catch. Velcro. That's not a bad idea. No talk or shooting. Well, I'm not gonna shoot little man. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I don't know if you. I don't think you were around back then, but well, Jersey was one of them that talked me into because I'm. Can Christy drop it? No, no locals links. Um. Yeah, when little fucker was a little fucker. I am not a cat guy. I am not a pet guy. But something about him. Um. I don't know. We're a lot alike because he's almost died 3 or 4 times. He should have been dead. He got shot like right through his neck and blew part of his jaw out, and they said it would never heal. But it's like he can eat and drink just fine. Um, and I found I have some metal in my face actually, but yeah, I was having a real hard time. I was like, man, I need to put this cat down because he has a neurological problem and his back's all fucked up, just like mine. And like he was in a lot of pain and stuff, and like I don't usually sit and hold kitties, but I was this whole yeah. He anyway, these people here were like, hey, take him to a vet, we'll pay for it. I'm like, no, because out here, cats are just expendable. Uh, and I actually did not have an active Cash App at that time. That's the whole reason I made a Cash App. I'd not ever gotten a donation before that. But Jersey and a few other people, kind of pretty much Jersey was going to kick my ass if I didn't do it. So, you know, took him to the vet and found out it was a neurological problem. And they can't really do anything about it, but she gave us some tramadol for him, which we just sat around one night and split the whole bottle. I'm joking. I didn't take any of it. Yeah, and now he's a big little fucker. But he's about a year old, and he was one that would these. I'm not kidding, man. From the time these little kittens are able to crawl at all, they will start follow. They will beeline right for me. I don't understand why. Um, so anyway, little fucker was one of them, and then like he started giving me fives, and he still gives me fives to this day. I say, "Give me five," and he gives me fives. Actually, that one of the kittens that tries to crawl up me, it's giving me fives now too. I think I actually put a video up of it, but yeah. One day he disappeared, and I was way, way more emotional about it than I'd ever been about an animal before. And I went looking for him for like 3 days, and then I finally found him. Then it was cold. It was cold. I don't know, like January or February. I don't remember, but there he was, man. I just given up and was walking back to the house, and boom, there he was. And I thought he was dead, so I picked him up. I was just gonna take him and bury him, but I was holding him in my arm, and he started moving. I'm like, holy shit! And then he had puncture marks on each side, so I think a coyote got a hold of him. But yeah, it just not too long ago. What else happened to him? I mean, Coyote got a hold of him, I think, and then he about froze to death. Um, he crawled up. Sometimes to get warm, cats will crawl up into your engine after you shut it off. And he did that one time, and somebody started their car, and he happened to be up in there, and it just spit him out. And but you know he lived. And then just recently, I don't know if because he's a tomcat, and he'll just take off and just go wherever tomcat do what tomcats do for a couple of days. And one day, my mom said, "Hey, you might want to look at that cat because like he's got a big hole in his jaw." And sometimes my mom exaggerates, so I'm like, "All right, whatever." And I get to look at it, and yeah, like the whole bottom part of his jaw was blown out. And then I found an entrance hole on the other side. Like I don't know how it didn't go. Like somehow it went around his brainstem and around his spine, and I don't know how. I don't know. Uh, Took him to the vet, and she said that like there was nothing she could do because the hole was too big and there's nothing to sew anything to or whatever. And now I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to put him down. But like you could, there's like skin growing over it now, but like you could see his tongue from his jaw. And but it didn't affect his eating. He could eat just fine. He could like water didn't seep out or anything. And I don't know. Look into cat pet kind of an. Oh, they got catnip, man. They get high as fuck out here. 60 cats. Holy shit. You know what? My mom and dad are if they don't. I mean, they're finding homes for some of them. And then, unfortunately, little ghost kitty, that one that uh, it took me a while to catch so I could tame her. She disappeared, and I think a coyote got her, or maybe an eagle or a chicken hawk. I don't know, but anyway, Ghost Kitty unfortunately disappeared, and then I had to put a couple of them down. A couple of them found homes, and but yeah, they're gonna wind up with that many cats if well, I don't know. I'm gonna have a talk with. I don't think little fucker's a daddy yet, but um, I'm gonna get him some condoms. Yeah, that sucks when you're allergic to animals, but I had a girlfriend that was very allergic to cats, and but she would still go and just have to cut them and play with them, and her eyes would swell up every time. But she did. Oh, same girl. We had a stray come into the yard when I lived in the town, and she went to pet it, and it scratched her. And like I didn't know that cat scratch fever like is a real thing besides what Ted Nugent talks about. And her whole arm swelled up, so I took her to the emergency room, and they're like, "Oh, you got cat scratch fever." Then you think it's her job to micromanage people's behavior. Yeah. Yeah, she's a control freak, man. That's all she's after. I think that's why she goes after me so hard because traditionally, and I fucking hate being called a gatekeeper, but I've tried to get away from it. But like I've always had a fair amount of sway, around here, and uh, I think that's what she wants, but she's doing a horrible job about it. I had to put a couple down. I had to little wrong-headed kitty, the one that's head fell off, and I put it back on. It was a little bit crooked. Um, that thing, it got to where it couldn't walk, so we brought it in the house and spoon fed my mom, not me. My mom spoon fed it for a couple of days. It got better, um, and yeah, I went over there, and it was it was it was flopping around and it was in a lot of pain. I'm like, oh man, this so unfortunate. It sucks, man. I've had to, and the other one that I had to put down was the, god damn it. I'm not crying, guys. I have allergies. Um, I had to, one of them that crawled up my leg a lot. I had to put one of them down, and that's rough, man. I like I've never been this emotional about animals. I think I'm just getting old, but yeah. So it's a bit harder when they've made eye contact with you. I do feel like the community historian sometimes, man. Yeah, that's what they said, Josephine, is I mean they caught it pretty quick because like her arm just the whole thing just swelled up like within a couple of hours. So I'm like, yeah, I'm taking you to the emergency room. And yeah, they gave her a shot of something, I don't know, a bunch of antibiotics. So but yeah, it can turn into something nasty. You've been slowly injecting my oh, you bastard. Well, growing up, man, is I grew up killing shit, right? Either for food or to put them out of their misery or whatever. And when I was a kid, we raised AKC beagles that we trained to hunt rabbits. And whenever a litter was born, each of us kids got to pick one out, and that dog was our responsibility. We had to make sure they were fed, make sure that you know what I mean. They were. We had to. It was our dog to train, and eventually they get sold off. So I think getting used to them and then losing them, or like we would each pick out a pig, you know what I mean, and eventually eat it. So I think that kind of fucked up my head for pets. But anyway, with the beagles, like if one of them got hit on the road, even if we weren't there, that was our fault, and we had to deal with it. So like when our my sister didn't have to, but my brother and I did, and my brothers got hit, and like I don't know, he was just way too upset. I'm like, I'll do it for you. But yeah, I think that's kind of what burned me from having pets. I've not had a pet to this day until, and really, little fucker is not my pet. I'm his human. So I really have never had any pets outside of them beagles. Little fucker needs fixed. Yes. The thing is, and man, I got to talk. See, they're not my cats. I can't. You know what I mean? I did try to start trapping them and having them fixed anyway, but I catch raccoons and possums and the wrong cats, so live trapping's not really going to work out. Plus, there are other cats in that area that will not come near humans, and we think that some of these cats got pregnant and it's just yeah. I offered to try to take care of it, and they didn't want me to do it. And I don't know why, but I just might sneak little fucker away and do it anyway. But cat reads are notorious for dry baying. Don't know about it being on wrong. Yeah, I think I was up on Nanya's panel. I went up there a few times, really, and one of the times was because they know I'm a survivalist and they wanted to know about it. So I went up there and kind of gave a lecture and answered questions. Uh, but like she was showing a picture of some guns that she said were that they actually had, but I didn't believe that shit either. When they put one on video and like pull out the bolt carrier and let me see the bolt carrier, then we'll know. Yeah, Josephine, that's how we were too. It's like sometimes there's just nothing anybody can do, and they're in pain, and they're gonna die anyway. So you may as well just finish them off so they don't have to suffer. That's all you can do. All right, y'all. I'm surprised there's even 62 in here. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm boring as fuck. Now that the drama's slowed down, we don't have as many, which is to be expected. JD's over there saying you're attacking a pregnant lady. Okay, she's not pregnant anymore. And no, I did, I really did the opposite of attack her because, yeah, I could throw some shit out there, but it's just, it's not really worth it to me to hurt Gabby to get at Sammy. It's just, I don't work like that. What was the drama? You just have to go back and watch because I don't want to repeat it. Plus, we had a special guest up here, which took a lot of courage. And Blondie, if you're still listening, thank you. You're not. There are more females that have told me things about FM, but they're too scared. And I understand. I completely understand. They're too afraid to come up and say it. That's the thing, man. It's not just FM. There's other shit too that I know about, but people are afraid to come forward because they know they're going to get dragged. That's what the fucking Caps Creeps and Nonsense Nanya. They've created that kind of an environment where people are afraid to speak up when they've been fucked, and I think that's wrong. If it was like a black word, he's not really even black. He's Cuban. I don't know what. That's another thing, man. Like people don't understand. Like the people out here aren't like really racist. I mean, there are some, but um, if they see a little Cuban guy in a strange car out here, it's like they will box you in. I'm not exaggerating. Like if they see a strange car, because they're older people out here. They got nothing better to do than to sit on the swing on their front porch and watch the world go by. And if they see a strange, because they will know every fucking car. They will know what time that car is supposed to go by, and if it doesn't go by, they're calling neighbors to see if they're okay and shit. It's wild. But they have this whole fucking telephone tree. If something happens, one calls somebody, and then it just spreads like wildfire. Because I mean, out here, if you call the fire department, it can take an hour to get a fire truck. So everybody, if there's a fire, everybody kind of runs to it and throws their water bottles on it. There's not a whole lot. I mean, there are a couple farmers that have big water tankers for watering their cattle and stuff. And if you can get one of them, then you got a chance. But or like if you call a cop, it can take 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half. And if there's an accident somewhere, and the two county cops that are on duty are busy with that, you're fucked. So you got to be part fireman, you got to be part cop, you got to be part EMT. Most people out here have some EMT training or whatever, but yeah, so we very much have to watch out for each other, and yeah, yeah, especially if they see a strange car with a goofy looking brown guy in it. But I'm not even kidding, man. They boxed me in one time because I when I was a kid, I'd gotten a new car. I wasn't new. It was a like a '78 Granada with a straight six. Man, that engine. It's hard to kill them straight sixes, but anyway, I got this old beat up Granada, and I just got it, so I was out. We were drifting down gravel roads before anybody ever called it drifting. So I'm out doing the Dukes of Hazzard shit, and they saw me and didn't recognize the car, and they boxed me in. Yeah, because that's it. They don't understand how. Yeah, children. Yeah, those we have a lot of little small towns like that around here that 300 to 1,200 people or whatever, and they very much um, they start looking like each other. I'm not kidding. They start. It's weird, man, because you go from town to town. Like I can look at somebody around here and know exactly what town they're from, even if I don't know them. You can just tell, and yeah, they might have a little corner store with two gas pumps at it or whatever, and you stop there to get gas or a pop, man, and they'll come out of their houses and stare at you. I mean, like if you need help, like if you have a flat tire or some shit, uh, they'll stop and help you. One, it really is to help you, and two, they're trying to gather as much information as they can. We had rented a van to go on vacation a very long time ago. My daughter was like 2 years old, but we rented a van to go on vacation to Colorado, and the rental van had New York plates on it, and I was taking the back way to get to the highway, and like I just heard a ticking sound, and I'm like, oh fuck, I better stop and check this out. So I stopped and raised the hood. Well, I was right by somebody's yard, and he saw those New York plates, and he comes out and he's walking up real cautious like, and I know what's going on, and like I can tell he's got a gun under his newspaper. I'm like, oh fuck, I had a gun too, but you know what I mean. It wasn't like a modified situation. He comes up and he's like, "Can I help you people?" And I just put my hands up, like, "Dude, I'm not really from New York." And he's, "Oh, okay." And he put his gun back, and it was funny. Colorado Springs, yep, I've been to Colorado Springs. It's actually a pretty nice. I haven't been there in a long time, but it was a pretty nice place. Yeah, Jersey. We actually stayed. My ex's brother was a big deal at Fort Carson, and we actually stayed there with him. They got some nice fishing spots there. I mean, really nice. And then the Air Force Base is not that far away. But we were out there trout fishing, and I had a, a fishing pole in one hand and a glass of whiskey in the other, and it was beautiful, man. And there was I'd never seen a stealth in real life before. Um, Stealth flying around, and like way off in the distance, you can hear somebody opening up with I don't know if it was an A10 or what, something, some kind of chain gun. And yeah, it was. I was like, man, I think I've died and gone to heaven. All I need, if a naked blonde shows up, I know I've died and gone to heaven. But this is okay. Don't I have a woman to be meeting up with? I don't know. I texted her from my other phone, but she hasn't answered me back. Hold on. Actually, let me grab my other phone. I want to make sure. Hold on. I'm glad you reminded me, but she hasn't texted me back yet. Either she's mad or maybe she's running late herself. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, you're right, though. I probably should get off of here and call her. Oh, I hope she's not mad. I completely, I didn't forget about it. I forgot that this was Saturday, or never knew that this was Saturday. I don't know. But yeah, Fort Carson, I don't remember the names, but um, those little lakes they have out there, they're all named after birds, but I don't remember the names exactly. But man, there was some nice. I caught the biggest. I think, yeah, I caught the biggest trout I've ever caught out there. Oh shit. Okay, y'all, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna have to get off of here, like I've been saying for the last hour. All right, I appreciate y'all for showing up, and I see I got quite a few messages to answer. I'll get y'all answered eventually. But anyway, I don't know how this shit's ever gonna end, if it will. Like, how can people know what they know about certain motherfuckers and still rock with them? You know what I mean? I don't associate with wife beaters in real life, and like I've done things to stalkers in real life, horrible, nasty things that I don't regret. All right, y'all. I'm thinking too much. And of course, stay naked.